Are you someone who excels in many areas but finds conversation challenging? If so, you're in luck. In this video, we'll unveil 6 conversation secrets to help you out, not just initiate engaging discussions, but also wrap them up positively. Make sure to stick around till the end, as secret number 6 is a game changer that many overlook. So let's get started. Secret number 1, reading the room. Communication is the cornerstone of leadership. To be a great leader, you must first become a great communicator. Take Abraham Lincoln, Franklin D. Roosevelt, and Martin Luther King Jr., for example. They weren't just great leaders, they were awesome communicators too. They understood it's not just about talking, it's about getting people to really connect with what you're saying. Becoming a remarkable leader requires honing the art of conversation, which goes beyond just speaking words. It demands practice, dedication, and a genuine desire to excel. Even if you are naturally gifted, there's always room for improvement. And to do this, first understand the person you're talking to. Are they confident or a bit nervous? Whatever the case, stay cool, show empathy, and be confident in what you are saying. Confidence is key, no matter how the other person is feeling. And instead of making them more nervous, try to make them feel comfortable so you can have a good chat. Also, observe the setting of the conversation you're in. Whether you're in a formal professional setting or a relaxed gathering with friends, adapt your communication style accordingly. Pay attention to the atmosphere and adjust your approach to foster effective communication. And of course, in those super serious settings where everyone's all uptight and tense, it's easy to get jittery or nervous, right? But that's where your combo skills can shine. Take that stiff atmosphere, sprinkle some friendliness into the mix, and watch how the vibe lightens up. Because when people feel like they're in a comfortable space, they're much more likely to be receptive to what you're saying. So embrace opportunities to practice and refine your communication abilities. Each interaction you have is a chance to learn and develop as both a communicator and a leader. Secret number 2, breaking the ice by asking questions. Once you have assessed the situation, it's time to start the conversation. Think of it as planting a seed. You begin with simple questions like, "How are you?" or "What's up?" As the conversation unfolds, you continue asking questions based on the other person's responses, such as, "What did you do last weekend?" or "Who were you with?" It's like watching a tree grow, with each question branching out into more topics. Just keep in mind that there's an art to asking questions. You listen carefully to the answers and then ask another question based on what you heard. It's like a friendly game of back and forth. And don't worry if you run out of questions. You can always think of more to ask. Once you have built a friendly atmosphere, it's time to speak up about what you want to talk about. Just be honest and friendly. But remember, it's important to keep the conversation pleasant and not too conversational. With practice, anyone can become a great conversationalist. Taking conversational risks means trying new things to keep the talk fun, but making sure everyone stays comfortable. But if an argument starts unexpectedly, it's important to know how to deal with it. First, figure out why it happened early on. If someone misunderstands something, talk to them fast to stop it from getting worse. When handling arguments, stay open-minded and don't say mean things about others. If you need to say something negative, focus on the problem, not the person. Ask questions and listen carefully to understand the other person better. Secret number 3, listening actively and show genuine interest. Listening is super important when you're talking with someone. If you're really paying attention, you can understand what they're saying, even if they're not the best at explaining. But sometimes, especially at work, people don't listen well. They might ignore what others say or not pay full attention. This means important stuff can get lost, which makes communication less effective. That's why it's important to be a good listener. Being a good listener also helps you figure out how the other person feels and what they really mean. To listen well, look at the person talking and pay attention to their face and words. If you're confused, you can ask questions later, but don't interrupt. Also, sit up straight and stay focused to show you're listening carefully. After all, we have already helped you become a pro in dealing with this situation. Secret number 4, Harnessing the art of nonverbal communication. Your body language is key to being a great communicator. While words matter, things like your tone, eye contact, facial expressions, and hand movements are even more important. Using hand gestures when you talk shows confidence and courage, making others pay closer attention to what you're saying. Nonverbal communication, like gestures and posture, helps strengthen relationships and get your message across more effectively. To boost your nonverbal skills, try learning different hand movements, tones of voice, and body positions. And don't forget to pay attention to how others use their body language. It'll help you understand their message better. Secret number 5. Finding common ground. When both parties agree on the same subject, it means the conversation is successful. When you find common ground with someone, you don't have to agree on everything. You have overlapping interests or topics of agreement with the other person. Finding common ground helps bring both parties together, even during the conflict. You can express your feelings fully, and as a result, an air of friendliness occurs between you and others. Reaching common ground helps you go from seeing the other person as someone different from you to see yourselves as a unified us. Look around and find something about where you are that might give you a clue about the other person. Then ask them about it. Say you're curious about what they think. For example, if you're in a coffee shop, chances are you both like coffee. Or if you're at a restaurant with a view of water, you might both enjoy that view. Just keep it light and simple, and you'll find it easier to connect with others. And when you're trying to find common ground with someone you already know, it's a bit easier because you already have an idea of what they like and don't like. This makes it simpler to work through conflicts and find things you both agree on. Secret number 6. Knowing when to end a conversation. One of the most important parts of a conversation is its ending. Ending a conversation gracefully is just as important as starting one. They say first impressions matter, but in this case, the last one sticks around the longest. Knowing how to wrap things up smoothly is key. Pay attention to signs that the other person is ready to finish chatting or change the subject. Look for hints like body language or when the talk starts shifting. When the other person shows interest in staying in touch, it means they like talking to you and want to be friends or keep in touch. Also, make sure to wrap up meetings with a positive vibe. While first impressions count, people tend to remember the last part of a conversation more. By keeping things positive at the end, you leave a lasting good impression. So, follow these steps to manage social situations smoothly and enhance your ability to build stronger relationships and connections along the way. And if you think you have gained valuable insights from this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on similar content in the future.